Hi, my name is Deb Burdick, also known as the Brain Lady. I'm a psychotherapist and a neurotherapist, and I help people feel better, think better, and perform at their peak. You can find out more about my work at www.thebrainlady.com. One of the ways I've discovered that truly helps people improve their lives is to teach them a toolkit of mindfulness skills that they can use every day. I'm going to introduce you to mindfulness and then lead you in an awareness of breath exercise that you can use for yourself or with your clients, patients, or students, or with your family. What is mindfulness? Jon Kabat-Zinn defines mindfulness as paying attention to something in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, non-judgmentally. Why should we bother with mindfulness? Because the research is compelling. Studies repeatedly show that practicing mindfulness improves every aspect of our physical, emotional, and spiritual health. A quick summary of positive effects of mindfulness includes improvements in depression, anxiety, concentration, impulse control, well-being, long-term mental health, addictions, immune function, anger, hope, pain, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, and sleep, and the list goes on and on. We now know about the concept of neuroplasticity, that the brain can change and rewire itself. Studies show that practicing mindfulness leads to structural as well as functional changes in the brain, as measured by MRIs, SPECT scans, and EEG studies. Therefore, mindfulness is an excellent way to deliberately engage the neuroplasticity of the brain to rewire or reprogram itself so it works more effectively. This is really good news. Want to incorporate mindfulness in your own life or teach your clients or students or your kids? Let me show you a great way to get started. First, I'm going to teach you a breathing technique that activates the parasympathetic nervous system, and then I'll lead you in a short awareness of breath mindfulness exercise. By changing our breathing pattern, we indirectly change our physiology. When we breathe in, we activate our sympathetic nervous system, which activates our physiology as well as our stress response. This is often called the fight or flight response. When we activate our sympathetic nervous system, our heart rate increases, our pupils dilate, our blood vessels constrict, the digestive system slows down, and we get more alert and overall tension increases. When we breathe out, we activate our parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for the rest and digest activities that occur when the body is at rest. So, therefore, when we exhale, our heart rate slows down and our intestinal and glandular activity increases, and we generally feel more relaxed. A breathing technique that I find very helpful in deactivating the stress response consists of breathing in through the nose to the count of 4 and breathing out through the mouth to the count of 8. Thus, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system twice as long as the sympathetic nervous system, with a net result of calming our physiology and stress response. Try this simple technique as often as you think of it. Breathe in through your nose to the count of 4 and out through your mouth to the count of 8. When you exhale, purse your lips and blow gently like you're blowing out a candle, or maybe use the image of blowing a bubble for kids. This will help you slow down the exhale. Don't worry if your nose is stuffy, just breathe in and out through your mouth if you must. When doing this breathing exercise, it's helpful to take a deep belly breath instead of a shallow chest breath. Most of us tend to breathe shallow chest breaths most of the time, unless we've increased our awareness of our breathing and have learned to belly breathe. A belly breath is deeper, allowing the diaphragm to relax and the lungs to expand downward. This results in much more oxygen being provided to the body with each breath. There are 2 easy ways to tell if you are belly breathing or chest breathing. First, place one hand on your abdomen over your belly, above your belly button, and one hand on your chest. Just breathe as you usually breathe, and just notice when you breathe which hand moves more. If the bottom hand moves more, great, that's a belly breath. If the top hand moves more, that's a chest breath, which is the same as anxious breathing. Deliberately move your stomach in and out just below your rib cage and above your belly button to get the idea and the feel of the belly breath. Another way to tell if you're getting a belly breath is to intentionally take a chest breath and blow on your hand. Notice the temperature of the air as it flows across your fingers. Now intentionally take a belly breath and blow on your hand, and just notice the temperature of the air. you'll notice that the air feels warmer when it comes from a belly breath. An easy way to get in touch with whether or not you're belly breathing is to lie down on your back and place an object on your belly. For kids, you might use a small stuffed animal. Now make the object go up and down as you breathe. Practice this breathing technique often throughout the day. You might choose to take a nice belly breath as described every time you answer the phone, or when you get in the car, when you visit the bathroom, or when you eat, or when you're feeling upset or stressed. Pick a few times that work best for you to help you get in the habit of doing 1 to 2 deep belly breaths throughout your day. By practicing this breathing technique, you will effectively lower your stress response and improve your physical, emotional, and cognitive health. Now let's do an awareness of breath meditation. Let's start by taking a deep belly breath in through your nose to the count of 4, 2, 3, 4, and slowly breathe out to the count of 8. Purse your lips as if you were gently blowing out a candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again. Inhale through your nose to the count of 4. And exhale through your mouth to the count of 8. Now just breathe normally. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. As you breathe, notice how the air feels as it comes into your body. You might notice the feeling of the breath as it flows into your nose. Just pay attention to it. Is the air cool, warm, or perhaps neutral? Does it feel silky, soft, or hard? Is there an odor or a fragrance? Follow it and notice how it feels as it flows past your nostrils, up into your nasal passageways, and down the back of your throat. Notice the sensations as the air fills your lungs from the bottom, gradually filling them right up to the top. Be aware of the air as you exhale. Empty your lungs starting at the top and going gradually down to the bottom. Is the air warmer as it comes up into your throat when you're exhaling? Observe how it feels when the air flows up your throat, into your mouth, across your lips. Keep noticing your breath as it flows in and out of you. Send your affection and caring to this wonderful breath as it flows down into your lungs and then back out again. Allow it to flow as it brings the life force into your being. Enjoy the feeling of nourishment and healing as you continue to breathe in and then out. Do you notice any change in your breathing now that you've been paying attention to it? Is your breathing deep or shallow? Are you breathing slowly, gently, rapidly, sharply? Observe your breathing pattern without changing it. Become aware of the peace and the warmth and the healing that breathing brings to your being. Allow it. Accept it. Own it. It is yours and yours alone. Allow your breath to fill every part of your body. Let it bring comfort and healing wherever it's needed. Take an intentional breath in and breathe in peace and healing. Now exhale and allow anything that needs to go to flow effortlessly out. Allow your breath to cleanse and heal. Observe it. Be with it. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Accept it. Every mind wanders while doing this. Just bring your attention back to your breath. Send loving thoughts to your breath. Be in touch with feelings of gratitude. Be thankful for the breath that so effortlessly gives your life. Marvel at the wonders of breathing. Isn't it amazing how your body breathes automatically far beneath conscious thought? Appreciate how your body just knows what to do with this precious breath of air without any thinking or doing on your part, just being. Float on the cushion of your own breath. Breathing is effortless. Enjoy and appreciate the wonderful phenomenon of breathing. Now bring your awareness back to your room when you are ready and spend a few moments reflecting on what came up during the meditation. Thanks for activating your mindfulness circuits. For some great free reports and more in-depth information, visit www.thebrainlady.com. Enjoy your day.